I've never been a big fan of CBD. I know most people don't really know all of this, but THC is the cancer killer. And this is what you got to remember. Now, CBD in hormone-driven cancers, such as breast cancer, CBD can have some good benefits, there's no question. But in most of the cancers I've seen, lung cancer, bowel cancer, whatever, brain cancer, the higher the THC level, the better. And I've always said, the higher this extract will get you, the more chance you have to be healed. And I've seen this over and over, treating terminal cancer patients. Now, it's as I said, like for breast cancers and things like that, a certain amount of CBD could be beneficial. But for God's sakes, you got to have the THC too. It's a lot like...
I feel like a lot of people don't understand that when you run out of options, right, through pediatric cancer treatments, that's it. According to them, there's nothing else. Your child is going to die. Mm-hmm. And that's not true. A friend of my mother's had reached out and said, hey, have you guys ever looked into cannabis? And at first my mom was very angry and like, this is a 2-year-old child. Why would you ever suggest that? But once she started actually researching it, she was able to see that cannabis concentrate, also known as cannabis oil or full extract cannabis oil, has been able to not only help people with the side effects of cancer, but to also cure their cancer, even without treatment. So we really felt like we had nothing else to lose. Our rock bottom was them basically reducing my son to such a drastic state, physically, mentally, and emotionally, and then telling us, there's nothing else.
Time to celebrate on a day Joy Smith never expected to see. Once told her cancer was terminal, now her medical team say she's clear, and she says it's thanks to this, cannabis oil.
I went to see my consultant and she said that there was nothing left to see. She was quite happy to take me off my treatment. I just couldn't believe it when I came out. I was just so excited. I kept pinching myself all day. It was just, is it real? I couldn't believe it. And I'm still here and I feel really well.
Joy, who's from Charlesmore in Coventry, underwent extensive chemotherapy and says she can't thank the team at Walsgrave Hospital enough for their care. But when all looked bleak, a friend suggested she tried cannabis oil.
At first I wouldn't take it, and my daughter kept, have you had your oil, Mum? And I'd pretend I had, but I hadn't, because I just hated the taste. I didn't like the feeling of it. It makes you giggly and a bit like you're drunk, really, but funny. I just laughed at everything, but I didn't like it.
There's growing evidence online of the benefits of cannabis oil. The issue was brought sharply into focus just yesterday when a mother from Northern Ireland had her supply of oil confiscated at Heathrow Airport. She tried to bring it into the UK, insisting it's the only solution to help her son, who has multiple epileptic fits. We've also highlighted the story of Alfie Dingley from Kenilworth, who also has a rare form of epilepsy. After successful cannabis oil treatment in the Netherlands, the Home Office agreed here he could use it on compassionate grounds. But many doctors remain sceptical.